Alright guys, so a brand new video, this time into a brand new series. So we're going into the tournament with the Ronso Fangs, the first video. It's exciting. And we're going against the Ronso Fangs. So we took all the Ronso Fangs players from their team, recruited them to our team, and now we're facing against the Ronso Fangs. So we've actually got to organize these people. So it's our guy Ronso, Basik Ronso, Gazna Ronso, Nubby Ronso, Irga Ronso, and Zamzi Ronso. That's the order. I'm actually not sure about this, but you know, it's the order and I'm sticking with it. Give Wither Tackle. Seems like a decent. Oh my gosh, they both start with Sphere Shot. This is insane. Okay, this is nuts because normally I'm not used to having good players, and this is so. Oh my gosh, look, the Luka Goers started with nothing, and they start with everything. This is the best. We're going against Caillou. What a guy. And Duran's actually a really decent goalie at this level. And then later on, he's like just the worst thing. He's the worst in the world. Like he's just there's no worse than Duran. Unless you just choose someone who's clearly not a goalie. All right. And yeah, let's jump into it. And then also, just in the interest of blatantly selling out here, I'm actually going to link to another channel below. I definitely suggest watching their videos after this one. It's actually a channel from a friend of mine. He does like Let's Plays and things of that sort, game reviews. There's all sorts of content to check out, so I definitely recommend taking a look at that. But yeah, in the meantime, for us though, let's pass amongst Nubby Ronso and Irga Ronso. Like it's insane. So the main difficult thing, the main difficult thing using English. No, the main difficulty I'm gonna have, which I mentioned before, is trying to like just beat them with the speed I have. I mean, I'm sure you guys are realizing I'm not the fastest Ronso in all the kingdom, so there's a really solid chance that I might get destroyed here. So the issue we're gonna encounter, I think, I don't know everything, but I think the issue we're gonna encounter is trying to get away from opposing players, because we're gonna encounter everyone in the world just because we've got so little speed. And like it sort of works for us, because look at this, Gazna Ronso has incredible endurance, but as we continue on in this series, we're gonna see that it doesn't really help out that much, and that even though we have high endurance, it kind of balances out in the end, and then we get in tough situations. That being said, let's try to get a tackle from Caillou. Oh no. Our guy Ronso's tech copy failed. Disgusting. Okay, so it looks like Irga Ronso does tackle through. That's good. And even Irga Ronso has just insane like endurance. Like it's just dumb how much endurance they have early on. It's definitely impressive. And the issue with passing to Basik Ronso here, I don't know if people kind of realize it yet, but like I feel like I'm definitely committed to this. I mean, I'm going to pass it away now because it's a really bad situation. But because he has such a low pass kind of situation going on, like you don't have much options for getting rid of the ball once you realize, oh no, I'm not going to do good in this situation. But yeah, we're going to pass to our guy Ronso. Definitely kind of just taking all the tackles. I'm going to actually take all of them here. This is actually a really big risk. I don't think it's going to pay off. Nope. And the difference you might have seen when I started this series is I did start in a tournament. So I'm going to try to focus on just doing tournaments with the Ronso Fangs, just because I think it's going to be really entertaining to see how like we tie games and things like that and how we get through it. I mean, hopefully we don't tie this game. That's the hope. Okay, this is too much. The thing is, Caillou's a monster. Look at that 18 attack. Like we shouldn't be facing that early on. That's just impossible. And I don't think Basik Ronso has any. Yeah, he doesn't have the tackle he needs. So what we can really hope for, okay, I was gonna say what we're gonna really hope for is that he keeps on going forward. He ends up not doing that, so we do have to deal with Brother now. Brother's definitely kind of a nightmare. Pretty much all the people they signed are good. Like, there's really no one I see where I'm like, all right, anyway, that's a weak point. Like, they're all really solid players, so we don't have too much option when it comes to trying to survive this. So our guy Ronso does catch the ball. You know what? Why not? 14 shoot is not enough. I was hoping for some crazy, like, you know, like 20 shoot, and then I'd be like, all right, cool, life is easy. But it's didn't happen for us there. And I should mention the channel I was talking about before was called the Rookery Gamers. I feel like I didn't mention that, and people were like, alright, the one channel, that should be in the description. And I wasn't paid, I was joking about someone out. Anyways, Ronso got a tech slot, so now we can see if he has any techniques we could use. Ronso, more HP and pass. We will not need more HP for the Ronso Fangs. They are just, they've got HP galore. Not worried about that at all. And you know what? Wither Tackle 2 it is. Is there any... I mean, I don't think there's any other shots we'd really want for them. Yeah. Like, there's really nothing I care about. Okay, Caillou, you're a jerk trying to put Nap Tackle 3 on. Nap Tackle 3 takes 500 HP. He will never be able to use that technique, so there's actually no point in tech copying it. Because you're kind of like, you know what? You're never going to use it, so... not really worried. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Not necessarily what we wanted to do there. Let's hope for the best. Alright, perfect. See, I was hoping that we'd get more than just one person. Not what I wanted to do there. I was actually hoping both of them would tackle through. It doesn't really matter because Ronso is a midfielder, so, you know, he can pass. And funny enough, after I was like, there's really no weak points in this opposing team, I would say if I could think of any sort of weak point, it would be Biggs right now. Biggs is just bad. Alright, so I tried to lure Caillou away from Basik Ronso. It seems to have worked. And what we're going to do is we're going to just swim away. Swim, swim, swim. Swim, my friend. Please. You know what? Oh, what? What is this? He got a level up to 13 catch? This is not right. This is un-American. 18 shoot. Let's hope for the best. I think it goes right down to 12. Oh, it was 15. But Duran blocks, what? Oh, there is no fairness. Oh man, there is no justice in this world. Caillou blocked that. I think Ronso, Wither Tackle 2, coming into play to knock Caillou off his stupid Nap Tackle. So I'm actually gonna take the tackle here. And I'm going to try to use our guy Ronso to shoot now. Just because it seems like the smarter idea. There's less pressure on that side. I could probably take 2 tackles. I could probably, hopefully, let's hope for the best. Okay, that's good. That's very good. And the actual bonus with the tackling, I didn't mention in the journey to the Luka Goers level 99 because it didn't really come into play, is we do get the players a little bit further away from our guy Ronso when we take those tackles. The issue with the Luka Goers is it didn't matter because, like, they didn't have enough endurance to actually take those tackles. But because the Ronso do have the endurance, they can take the tackle, and it's all happening. It'll be fun time. Alright, so Caillou is withered. He's got lower pass, but what really matters is we need someone to encounter him. Preferably Ergo Ronso again. We don't get the encounter in, and a pass to Brother would be really bad right now. It goes to Wedge instead. That's sort of better. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, now it goes to Brother. Alright, I see how this game goes. I was gonna say, if our guy Ronso took that ball, I would take it as a sign. I would be like, alright, we are destined to score right now. He needs to go down to Ergo Ronso. Perfect, within range. Just stop swimming. Stop. Oh, thank you. Thank you for not destroying my dreams, Caillou. This is where it gets really... okay. For some reason I thought that was Caillou, even though I just tackled the ball away from him and I saw him swim away. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this encounter. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, Caillou getting the ball isn't the worst thing because, I mean, like, he's not going to score, but the idea is he could pass to someone and it could be really bad because with 40 seconds left, like, we're definitely not in the you cannot score a goal range at all. We're still in the who knows what's going to happen in this game kind of mentality. Take 2 tackles. I think we're kind of done here. I mean, we can't get the Ronso Fangs any closer to the goal because of their speed. And this is where we're really seeing the speed hurt us pretty heavily. Like, it's not kind. The good thing is we will probably have significantly less videos for this series to level 99. Because early on we will have quite a few ties. And because we're playing tournaments, the ties will be overtime, and yeah. Finishing up this tournament, or the second half, with times up. So we will jump into overtime. Durin, just stop, man. And Ergo Ronso definitely saved the day, so getting a lot of experience for that. Nubby Ronso did nothing, even though he has better tackle. Arguably Ergo Ronso does with the technique, but you know, we'll see what Nubby Ronso can do. It's actually interesting to point out that a lot of the pressure came from the left side. They must have been using like a left side formation or something of that sort. So definitely a little bit interesting. We should see. Okay, Durin did not use a technique, which is good. If he'd used Super Goalie, I would have been like, alright, so this is going to be the hardest game of the series on episode 1. Definitely going to be the longest video of a journey I've ever recorded. That's exciting. Come on, Gosner. I believe in you. Sweet. You gotta believe. So, I might approach this with a different strategy, as weird as that sounds. So, a video, something I was going to make a video on, is you could essentially get a ton of experience if you just pass amongst two people, right? I've actually already made that video, how to get quick blitzball experience, or as quickly as you can. You can just pass amongst people. But what you can do in a tournament, because there's overtime, you can continuously pass and just continuously pass until, you know, like you've got more levels than the opposing team. And this works really well when like you're starting out and everyone's a lower level, because you can make your team like level 10 and your opposing team's like level 1, and then you're just like, all right, well, this is gonna be the easiest thing in the world. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is we're going to actually take kind of the strategy we used before in the last series. We're going to try to basically just get experience until at least like late in the game. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to score. Just trying to avoid the idea that they're going to get the ball back and screw us over, or something's going to happen basically to us. I'm actually going to try that for a bit. You know what? I'm actually already calling audibles on it. I think I might just try to pressure them or push my players forward. It seems to be working out okay. And our guy Ronso, honestly, is probably the best person to actually try to get experience right now. Because if you notice, he has 5 pass, and dumb Basik Ronso has 3 pass, which is super annoying when you try to actually get the ball across the sphere pool. When you're like, please just accept this pass, please. Already you see Basik Ronso with quite a bit of pressure. He's not the worst I've ever seen, but definitely not the friendliest situation. And if we push forward, I mean, our guy Ronso should be able to take quite a bit of punishment. He's got 16 endurance. Like, come on. And Nadia over there just got 6 attack. She didn't have that before. Okay. Okay. 22 shoot right here. I'm saying endurance screwed. And there it is. My first forward I ever recruited, our guy Ronso. He actually is my first forward I've ever recruited when I first started playing Blitzball. There it is. Newbie Ronso got the experience. Didn't really get too much for like impressiveness, but you know, more pass, more block. You know, it's what a defender probably wants. More block. And our guy Ronso got the works. More endurance, pass, shoot, attack. Got it all. And it looks like the Albed Sykes actually went forward. We're probably going to face, like, what, the Kilka Beast of Guado Glories next? Yep. But yeah, if the Albed Sykes make it all the way, we could be in a bad situation. They're a very good team. Basik Ronso's contract has expired. Oh god, this is the nightmare. 21,000 gil for 6 games. Oh my gosh, that is dumb. It's so much. It's so much. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys later, and have a nice night or day, or have a nice time. See you guys.